This is a video that I always wanted to do. Not a reaction video, but like a commentary video where I write my own jokes and talk about a certain show or a certain character because that is one of my favorite form of content. I have been watching a lot of commentary videos. I used to watch a lot of commentary videos, and it's just it's just one of the my favorite genre. And right now, this is my first video of balls in a can. Interesting name. The name was interesting and the title video was also interesting. So I thought might as well react it on a live stream and see where it goes. This is an video about Erwin. I think that's how we pronounce it. I also watched Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan is my most favorite anime of all time. So let's just jump straight into the video, man. I don't know how this video is gonna be. I don't know if it's like an actual commentary video or like a funny commentary video. I don't know how it's gonna go. Let's just react to it.
Humanity has had numerous questions since the beginning of our existence. What happens after death? Who created the
That is something that I wonder even till that is something I wonder, man. It's so beautiful. It keeps me awake all night.
universe?
I know I have said that it doesn't keeps me awake all night, but it's like sometimes I really do wonder about it. Sometimes I really don't even care about it.
Could the Mongolian army stop Prime Haru Rara and make
Wow. See, this is the stuff. This is these are the.
any
I'm
more?
just. I hate myself. I just hate myself. Why do I speak? I can't speak. Why do I speak? These are the stuff that I like because there my brain. Thank God I'm doing a reaction video and not a commentary video. I can't even fucking speak, man.
But the one question humanity keeps asking over
I hate myself.
and over is how are Erwin Smith's balls so enormous? Scientists
Oof. Oof. True. True.
can't explain this. Now with the channel name, you're right to assume I'm an expert when it comes to this topic, but this case, it's unlike anything I've ever seen before. It is
Wow. Wow. He didn't lie when he said 40 minutes of glazing, man.
unholy and unexplainable phenomenon. So instead, we'll just be taking a look at the coolest
Erwin is actually one of my favorite characters of all time. No lie, no glaze, nothing. Erwin is actually like, when it comes to the strongest, or like, I know Gojo is portrayed as the strongest in JJK universe, right? But like, when it comes to like a strongest guy, according to me, Erwin is like top there, man. Erwin fought against Titans. Just a human. He's just a human with no special powers, no peak enhanced human abilities. Other characters have no special powers. There is Rock Lee with no powers. There is Toji Fushiguro with no powers. Asta with no powers. But they have this anime gimmick where Asta can have no magic. Right? He uses anti magic. Rock Lee just lightning fast. Toji Fushiguro is the aura farmer of all time. And then you have Erwin, where it's like, bruh, it's Erwin, man. He is the guy. He is the pinnacle of no powers. Even Levi has like a type of power, which is like, for Attack on Titan, it makes sense. But like Erwin is like, he's just a human with a huge balls. That's it. His special power might be his balls, not gonna lie.
character in Attack on Titan, Erwin non-stop gambling Smith, and why this question even exists. Almost every single scene is in is always dropped
True, he likes to gamble a lot, and not gonna lie, he wins a lot. Like, oh my god, he every single gamble decision he makes, he wins a lot.
some cold lines or doing something crazy. He can get a chicken excited to be deep fried with a few words. This man is unreal. On an island full of titans you have to kill, there's not a single scene where we see him kill one, yet a lot of people agree
Ooh, true, I never seen him kill any. This goat might be all talk, no bite. Yeah, that's how the slogan goes. He might be all talk, no bite, but at least he is talking that shit. Like, if I was in AOT, he would convince me to go into the battle. Not gonna lie. And I'm a guy that does what I want, but he could convince me to go to the field.
he's him. That's how you know this man's a fucking beast. He didn't swim to the egg cell, the egg swam to him.
Erwin might be Chuck Norris in anime. Erwin might be the Chuck Norris of anime. Oof. Have you ever guys? Have you anybody thought about that? Erwin might actually be the Chuck Norris of Norway. I mean, Chuck Norris of anime. Oh my god, he's a Chuck Norris of Norway. Why the fuck did I say that? Oof. Muthu's brain is not working today.
And on top of that, his head is ginormous. Season 1, capturing the female Titan. His plan to lure out the spy and the trap
Okay, spoilers ahead. If you guys are watching this video, obvious spoilers. If you haven't watched Attack on Titan, go and fucking watch Attack on Titan, man.
is set up are honestly insane. This is the first time we really see Erwin Smith and understand
First time I saw this guy, I genuinely thought he was gonna die on like fourth episode or not. Like the first time I saw this character, right? He didn't give no characters in the show gave main characters, right? Like all their characters are like plain, simplistic, human, none of them are over the top. None of them are over the top, anime character. S- They are just normal guys. And when I saw this guy, I was like, yeah, he's gonna die. He's gonna die next episode. Every single episode, I thought he's gonna die next episode. Motherfucker just didn't die.
why he's the commander. So, leading up to all this, Erwin obviously knows that the Colossal and the Armor Titans had appeared together once, and 5 years later, the Colossal Titan appeared again. Then he pulled a Houdini, gone without a trace, just like the first. Then he learns that Eren can transform into a Titan and can also vanish. So maybe these two Titans are also human. Besides,
How genius is that? Like, wow. I never thought about it. The fact that he thought about it is like, obviously, I'm not a genius, so I can't talk, like, I didn't think about it. But the fact that a human could possibly think about it is like,
they look very different from the other Titans. Those guys just look like ugly bastards from hentai. And they also came in with a coordinated plan, showing signs of intelligence. And this time, when Big Red Boy kicked
true,
down the gate, the
true.
Armor Titan didn't go for the rebound. Their behaviors have changed. Their motives must have changed. They're not just destroying the walls. And the timing matched the moment Eren transformed into a Titan. So their objective most likely changed from destroying the walls to capturing Eren. So you believe
Oof. The fact that he decoded everything, bruh. His balls are big, but his brain are huger than his balls, man. Wow. The fact that he calculated every single shit, ooh, that might be some top ass shit, man. Like that must be some top shit.
believes that there are shifters hiding in their ranks, and the suspects are the people who saw Eren's Titan form, the people at Tross, specifically the members of the 104th Cadet Corps. And then later on, somebody murders Hanji's children, Porbin and Sani, two kind souls who I'm sure would have changed the world if it weren't for the actions of a devil. And this is where Erwin asks Eren,
君には何が見える
I genuinely thought he was a villain as well. I don't know why I never trusted him or liked him at the first season. I never liked him or trusted him until season 3, like the moment something happened to him, that's when I actually trusted him. Not gonna lie. That's the only moment I started to trust him, and then shit happened to him. Bruh, that's some great character, man.
敵は何だと思う
Erwin was ahead of the game. Everyone is still in season 1, but Mans ran in the basement. He read all the books. And this action by the warriors supports his suspicion that they're not just fighting titans, somebody is definitely fucking them in their sleep. And since they had to use ODM gear to take out the two titans, only soldiers can do that. Now Eren has already been separated from the 104th Cadet Corps at this time and is now with the scouts. So with this,
Oof, this is giving me nostalgia vibes because I used to see this show in like my 10th grade, I think. Yeah, I saw this show during COVID. So it's giving me nostalgia. The fact that I'm looking at this again gives me nostalgia. Oof, I like this feeling.
Erwin's able to narrow the list down even
I wish I could watch Attack on Titan again, man.
further. So on the day of the branch selection ceremony, he made sure to send Eren out on a patrol with Levi and his squad. It's basically just throwing him out there, using him as bait, setting him away from the crowd to see if the enemy will attempt to capture him. And if they do take the bait, then they'll realize that somebody's missing from the ceremony. But if they don't, then they'll know that the spies are probably busy with the ceremony. Massive fucking brain. But there are still plenty of suspects, so to go even deeper, he was only scratching the cinnamon ring earlier, now he's about to shove his whole forearm
Bruh.
up the enemy's rectum. Erwin shows up at the ceremony to persuade them to join the Survey Corps. And he tells everyone about the plan to go to the basement of Eren's house, saying the truth of the world lies there, and that Eren is going to be there. Yep, you heard it here.
It's looking at this, bruh, I genuinely thought this man was the main villain of this show, man. I genuinely thought this was the main villain of the show. Why did I think about it? Why did I think like that?
Here first name Aaron, last name Jaeger, the guy who can transform into a Titan, will be there. Now we even see Armin wondering why he revealed such important information to all these random people. But he did it to make the spies join the scouts, because obviously they'd want to get closer to Aaron, and also because they're going to the basement to learn the truth.
Bruh, bruh. Okay. It's like right now I'm recollecting all the information, and the fact that Erwin calculated all this information to me is like, I don't even understand. Man.
Which the spies wouldn't want because they took out Bean and Sawney, clearly trying to limit their knowledge on Titans. And for the final push to really squeeze and shit out the spy, Erwin starts spitting some very scary, truthful statistics you'd only hear on a campfire, basically telling them that this branch is serious business. You will die, horribly, limbs torn apart, and in 4 years you'll all be dust. So if
Okay, he might be the only guy that convinces people that you are all gonna die and still pushes them to die. I don't know how he makes that shit. Like, if someone says you are gonna die, obviously it's like, okay, then I'm gonna do something that doesn't leads to my death, right? Like, that's how normal human emotion works, or that's how human thinks. If I'm gonna die doing this, then I try not to do it, right? When Irvin speaks, it's the complete opposite. You are gonna die doing this, and then in your brain it's like, okay, I am gonna die doing this. Erwin just does this, man. I don't know why or how. He just says, yeah, if you guys do this, you are gonna die, in like moist critical tone, and then everybody's like, yeah, we love moist critical, so we are gonna follow him. And guess what, everybody dies.
that sounds awesome to you, join now. And for the first 5 people to sign up, we'll throw in an extra special offer. You'll receive an extra set of the Survey Corps uniform for your family to remember you by. So what are you waiting for? Go out there and make your parents proud for once. It's time to
Okay, just now I said that moist critical, this YouTuber's voice feels a lot like moist critical. That's weird.
stop eating ass and say it with me now.
He has a moist critical tone to him.
Dedicate your hearts. Now, after hearing all this, even the Survey Corps members are thinking about quitting. What do you mean, we're all dying in 4 years? Nope, it's a joke. It's even earlier. However,
Yeah, you guys are gonna die tomorrow, and guess what? We all are gonna march towards it.
by doing this, he's able to cut down the number of suspects by a fuck ton. Now, everyone remaining is a little suspicious. They're either super dedicated to fight for humanity, or suicidal, or they want to kidnap
True.
Aaron. This is unreal. His brain is on fire, he's playing 5D chess while everyone else is playing tic-tac-toe. And now it's time for their expedition, the 57th expedition, the final step to lure out the spy. And every time the scouts are leaving the gate with Erwin in front of them just shouting, really brings a tear to my eye.
I like his voice. Every time it's the AOT along with Erwin's voice. Oof.
The scouts
This guy, oof. Normally, when people draw a face like this, you laugh, right? You think he's like a comedy. But in this show, bruh, if people makes face like that, you know shit is about to get real, man.
are cool as fuck, until they all become Titans calorie bars, but before that you can't see this and go, this is not cool.
調査兵団だ。背中の印。
Not gonna lie, watching this show, even I thought if I lived in Attack on Titan world, I would join the Survey Corps because of Erwin. Not gonna lie, not because it's like the main character shit or like nah. I just would like to. Bruh, I'm glazing too much. I just realized that now. I'm glazing him too much. Why am I glazing him too much?
自由の翼って言うんだぜ。かっこいい。
And hopefully these kids survive to the end of the story. Anyway, now we see the long scouting
No, they fucking didn't.
formation for the first time. So over here everyone thinks we're going to the basement, but Erwin got the stove on behind the scene cooking up something else. His main goal is to capture the shifter and the spy. And to do this, he gave everyone different information on Aaron's location. That way if a shifter appears and they immediately run towards that location, example this one, he'll go back, see which unit received that information, and it'll lead him to the spy. Then all of a sudden, the female Titan pulls up and charges towards them. And
Oof. It's getting me nostalgia. I used to watch this during COVID, man. Wow. The female Titan. Wow. What a show.
She's coming in from the right flank.
Fun fact, Attack on Titan is one of the reasons why I decided to write stories. Like, I decided to write, or how do I say it? I never wanted to write stories. Then I watched Attack on Titan, which gave me this, flame of, okay, maybe I should write stories. Then I have a beautiful, I can't say beautiful, that's weird. Then I have this friend who pushed me. He also wants me to, how do I say it? He himself wants to be a mangaka. So he also pushed me to become a mangaka because he thought that I had this, you know, potential in me, if that makes any sense. I think I have good people with me. I don't know. I feel like I have good people with me. So I have this friend who pushed me to become a mangaka because he thought I had potential in becoming a mangaka. But I just failed him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But like, I mean, I still write stories. I just can't draw. I just haven't practiced drawing. I can still write stories. I'm working on few. But yeah, him and Attack on Titan are like the reasons. Attack on Titan and Vinland Saga, Jujutsu Kaisen, Hundreds Under One Piece are like the reasons why I chose to become like a mangaka or write stories. So yeah, that's a fun fact.
And Reiner's unit is the one that received the information that Aaron's on the right flank. He's kinda basically caught here. And Annie's first appearance is fucking horrifying. She just casually runs out of nowhere, moving like prime Usain Bolt with fucking rocket boosters strapped to her calf. She's going fast as fuck, and she catches up to them in an instant. So the scouts try to kill her, but she just slams them straight to the ground, complete utter.
Yeah, people die in the show like it's breakfast. Bruh. Like, wow. Why? Like they see a titan, they try to kill it, but nah, they don't kill it. Then still everybody fights a titan. Nobody kills a titan, but everybody fights a titan, thinking that they are gonna kill a titan. Guess what? Nobody kills a titan, and everybody dies. GG's. What is the show? Beautiful.
Annihilation. And just look at her go. And the music
By the way, OSGs in the show is also peak. The sound design OSG peak OSG peak sound design. Shout out to the anime crew.
as well, Armin saw this and instantly shat his pants. That is not an abnormal titan. Parts of its skin are missing, boobies, and it's oddly hot. I'd even go as far as to say that I am a little bricked up right now. But that's 100%
Bruh.
a shifter. And as this is about to get stomped, he
Weird, man. Weird.
may try to capitalize on the situation he's in and see some titan vagina before going out. But Annie got sidetracked. She saw him and fell into a trance for a second, got her smiling and stuff. Honestly, if Armin just locked in right then and there, he could have fixed her and brought her to their side. Then she chases after Aaron into the forest. Now this forest is pretty isolated. It's not connected to anything, so Erwin ordered the others to stay in the trees around the
Not gonna lie, when I first saw this series, right, I actually thought they are gonna be like 20 different armor titans, 20 different female titans, 20 different colossal titans. I didn't think it was like one human that becomes a titan. I never thought like that until the big reveal. I always thought Eren Yeager is like the one titan that helps humanity. Rest of them, like Eren Yeager has to fight against 20 different armored titans at the end of the series. I honestly thought that's how it's gonna go, because I don't know why I thought like that. I genuinely thought humans cannot be titans, and except with the sole exception of Eren Yeager. But the show is not like
outside,
that.
using them to distract the peer titans. That way they don't get into the forest so they can isolate the fight with the female titan. Meanwhile, Aaron and friends are stuck in a horror movie.
Yeah. If you are stuck in a forest with like titans, that's GG's, man. Getting stuck in a forest with like a titans is like pure GG's. Splash. See this frame. I paused it because I know what is gonna happen. But if people didn't know what's gonna happen, it's GG's, man. Look at this angle. One frame you are alone, the next frame a titan is in your face. Damn, this shit is hard. That's it, you're dead, you are gone. And the titan is gonna move on with his life or her life. GG's. Nobody is safe in this world, man.
Her speed is a problem. If you're not an Ackerman, not even God can save you. So with Levi leading the squad, they're able to lure her to the trap Erwin and the scouts had set up.
The facts that this worked, cinema, absolute cinema.
Kills, and they're able to hold the female Titan in place. They got her ass. Erwin's hunch was right. Someone did come for Eren. And to make sure his plan worked, Erwin only told a handful of people about it, specifically the scouts who'd been around before the fall of Wall Maria 5 years ago. Because if a spy were to sneak into their ranks, it would most likely be when the wall fell.
I, oof, why am I so dumb? Like, I would never think of stuff like this. I could never come up with a plan that works, with a brilliant plan that works. I am jealous about like smart people. Why are they so smart when it comes to making strategies?
Their brain is fucking braining. But then she screams, calling in the other Titans to eat her. She turns to bones, leaving nothing behind. However, Erwin sniffs something, so he tells Levi to refill his gas and blades before meeting up with his squad. He knows it's just getting started. They never saw the person inside the Titan get eaten. And he explains that when the Colossal Titan vanished, that person definitely had the ODM gear on, allowing them to escape in the steam. Otherwise, everyone would have seen a tall, lanky-ass dude running for his life back inside the wall. So he deduced that the person inside the female Titan is doing the same here, and she probably has their uniform on and is hiding in plain sight. Now Hanji gets a little confused because Eren can't do any of that, but Erwin knows that they gotta think outside the condom to beat these guys, they can't just go by the book. Besides, they can't use Eren as the standard for what a shifter can or can't do. He only just lost his shifting virginity, he damn near transformed to pick up a spoon. And then we get this really sexy scene.
Oh, that's a beautiful, like the mini arc where Eren figures out how to, you control his power is always good. I don't know why, but whenever the main protagonist goes under this, like has this mini arc of learning his powers, is like beautiful to me. I don't know why. Whenever the protagonist goes under this mini arc of finding his power or controlling his power, is like beautiful.
Scene where we see human Annie chasing after Eren and all of a sudden she disappears. Then we cut over to Erwin, predicting that if the person inside can move, then it's most likely that they can transform more than once. Sexy ass scene. First time watching it, I was like, dear God, I have a boner. And we all know what happened after this. We don't really gotta go through the Levi squad stuff. Long story short, Levi came in, saved all of them, and brought them to safety. Then Eren also transforms. He starts fighting her, nasty uppercut.
Ooh, such a great anime, man.
Swinging it all the way from the feet, knocking out the
Titans are like 15 feet tall, and the fact that these trees are huger than the Titans are like, it puts some perspective, It makes them look like Titans are regular humans, man.
goes beside her. Then Annie quickly jumps back in and pulls out the forbidden legendary ego stance, and she decapitates him with her kick. Then she puts him in her mouth. Mikasa goes after her. She does a bit of damage, but can't cut her nape. So then the raid boss pulls up. Music kicks in. Health bar pops up, and it's over for her.
Levi is the goat, man. Erwin and Levi are goat. Like when you watch Attack on Titan, your favorite characters become Erwin, Levi, and Eren. And Eren is a racist. I don't know how it ends up like that, but your favorite characters could be Erwin, Levi, and Eren.
Levi grabs Eren, and the three escape. They all retreat, make it back from the little field trip of trauma and nightmares, nothing accomplished. So Eren and Erwin get summoned to the capital, they hand Eren over, and the Survey Corps is about to be disbanded. They're just taking their tax money and wiping their asses with it. However, earlier Erwin came up with a plan to capture the female Titan. If this all fails, we're fucked. So he explains that the target is Annie Leonhardt. She's in Stoas, and they're going to capture her right in the city. So if this fails, he's most likely getting hanged, and Eren, good luck. Now Armin's the one who figured it out. He explains the whole thing, he provides
Wow. I didn't completely like catch this. And in my first watch, obviously.
tight details on why there's a 90% chance it's Annie. But the Mikasa drifts in with the best evidence yet.
兄は女型と顔が似てると私は思います。
Case closed, we caught her. So Armin appears from an alley offering Annie a side quest. They walk over to the underground tunnel entrance, and Annie goes,
This is one of the favorite scenes of all time. Like because Aaron transforms, right? The fact that Aaron transforms, the way he transforms is like everything after the sequence is the OSG, the voice acting, the tension, that suspension you have, everything is beautiful in this
Yeah, sure,
scene.
I'll go down there. In your fucking dreams.
You see this OSG, it's beautiful, man.
The female Titan is back. Sick ass transformation, and with Erwin.
Attack on Titan has one of the best OSGs of all time. I don't care. Yes, of all time, comparing to all other medias as well. You can take in games, you can take in movies, TV shows, whatever the fuck you want. Attack on Titan is good. I'm not saying rest are bad. No, this I'm not a guy like that. I'm just saying this has one of the best OSGs of all time. I'm not saying the rest are dog shit.
Erwin revealing the name on top of it.
兄レオンハート
Absolute cinema. A fight breaks out, Mikasa's out here doing God's work, Aaron's having a mental breakdown, or just breakdown in general. These
Bruh, Aaron is like at that point 13 or 15, I guess. So he is like a 15-year-old going through some real shit, man. People are actually dying. Like I went to shit, but nobody died. Yeah, he is seeing his friends die. It's so hard for him, man.
two are going crazy. Generational performance we're seeing, pulled up with a whole wombo combo. Then Aaron locks in, he transforms. Erwin, stone cold face, just looks at
Oof, Erwin, you are so great. People say when it comes to aura farming, people say Piccolo, people say Toji Fushiguro, people say who's the new guy? Oof, there is a new guy that farms aura right now. I don't know, I forgot his name. Todo. Todo farms aura, right? Yeah. Oof. Yeah, especially yeah. Todo is from JJK and he do farm aura. I forgot that one character that farms like heavy aura, and that's not Todo or Piccolo or Toji Fushiguro. I forgot his name. Fuck.
it. In the earlier events where he set up the trap in the forest, drawing out the spy, he was going crazy with the planning. But this
Yeah, the point was like there are many characters that forms aura, but nobody comes close to forming aura like Erwin, because other characters can fight, other characters have special powers, in their own words they have potential to fight back. Erwin, he's just a human, like he's literally just a human, and he has the biggest balls of all time.
time in Stoas, he's going crazy with the aura farming. That seems to be his top priority in this part. So Aaron
Yeah.
socks her in the face, doing the people in the church a favor, sending them straight to God. So Annie puts her guard up, she's ready to throw hands. So the two throw hands are being thrown, massive destruction, countless casualties, mainly caused by Aaron running through buildings, but we don't have to focus on that. Now we see Erwin pop off. So Nala and the military police officers have him surrounded, and he asks if he's the cause of all this mess.
そうだ全て私の独断専行だ弁解するつもりはない
He said it with
He said, if I go down, bitch, we all going down. That's it.
his whole
If you take me down, I want to take this whole city down. He is the Joker of this universe.
chest.
人類の勝利のためだ
So now it's like, dear God, this man has lost his mind, we have to kill him.
Yeah.
And Erwin
Yeah. Erwin is like, oh my god, you can't get mad at Erwin. It's like, if you want to live, then you need to die. And it completely makes sense according to Erwin. Like, how are you going to explain that to like a 12-year-old? Like, if your father needs to live, then your father needs to die. And then the 12-year-old will shut up because the 12-year-old understood what Erwin said. It completely makes every sense.
goes, go ahead, but you're going to be in charge afterward. You'll have to fill my spot, and whatever you do not let the female Titan escape. Now folded immediately and lowered his gun. He doesn't have it in him like that. Erwin's too locked in. But I mean, can't really
Yeah.
blame him.
You can't fight a
But
guy that
immediately
looks
and lowered
like
his
that.
gun. He doesn't have it in him like that. Erwin's
Like his face have zero emotion. Even if he gets shot in his forehead, he doesn't care. He's still gonna look at you with that stare. I don't know. I know he's not immortal. I know he's just a human. But even when you shoot in his forehead and you blow his brains out, brother, He's gonna look at you like that for the rest of your life. He's gonna stand there and look at you like that until you move. And he's not gonna allow you to move.
too locked in. But I mean, can't really blame him. No one can do Erwin things like Erwin. The city is falling apart, two titans popped out of
He really destroyed a whole city, especially a inner city, just because he wanted to prove a point and he doesn't give a fuck.
nowhere, throwing hands, civilians getting crushed, children
See, he's killing his own people, but he doesn't give a fuck, and I don't give a fuck if even if he's the main villain of the show. Bruh, he does it to the point where it's cruel, but it's needed.
losing their parents, and he looks him dead in the eye and goes, "This is a massive victory." Liquid
Yeah, like I said, if your father needs to live, your father needs to die. Bitch, listen to me.
nitrogen in his balls. Then Annie beats the hair out of Aaron's head, but he refuses to go down, and he jumps on her, and he gets on top of her. Mikasa just fell to her knees off screen. Then Annie makes a desperate attempt to escape, hardening her fingers to climb over the wall. However, Mikasa slices off her fingers from both hands, and she also goes crazy here. She lands between her eyes and tells her,
兄落ちて
Aaron pounces on her behind and he punches straight through her arm and her head comes flying off. And all this leads to one of the coolest scenes in the entire series. The arm comes flying towards Erwin and the officer.
Oh my god. The best scene of all fiction. Fuck it. I'm saying it. The best scene of all fiction. Oh my god. Look at this pose. Look at this pose. He is just a human. I want you guys to remember that he is just a human.
They all start running away, taking cover. But Thundercock Chad Erwin fucking stands there and just looks at it flying towards him. The arm slams onto the bridge and this man doesn't even flinch. Now you can see that he slightly stepped back, but that's to distribute the weight of his massive dick evenly so the damaged
Bruh.
bridge doesn't collapse.
He doesn't want the hand to touch his dick. Like, that's why he stepped back.
Unfucking real. So they captured Annie, but she crystallized herself, so they won't be able to get any information from her, so the higher-ups are a little grumpy. But Erwin explains that this is a massive win. Things are finally changing. Before, they couldn't even imagine humans having the ability to transform into titans. But now they caught one. Now it's their turn to attack. So hearing all this, they decided to keep the Survey Corps and Aaron. Only fucking Erwin can convince someone that buildings collapsing, countless bodies, and complete destruction in exchange
Yeah. People die, but people live. Erwin. Erwin said it, so it makes complete sense.
for a person in a crystal is a win. The way he speaks with so much certainty makes it impossible not to trust him. He speaks like he has the whole thing figured out, like it's from the future. He can tell me to invest in Smegma Cheese Coin and boom, done, my life savings. And now we move over to Season 2, where Erwin transcends into a Vibranium Balls deity. We saw Brain Erwin, now we get to see Fuck It We Ball Erwin. So slight jizz on
Yeah, somehow he went from all brains to all balls.
what's going on. While they're busy capturing the female Titan, the other 104th Cadet Corps members are detained somewhere south on the other side of the map because the armored and colossal Titans are still around. The imposters are still there, so Erwin had them detained to make sure the female Titan was isolated and no one was coming to assist her. Annie and Mika and the other elite scouts guard them, but then a bunch of Titans came toward them, so they all start running, escaping, prioritizing spreading the word that Walrose has been breached. The goat, Mige, goes in solo to buy time for the others to escape. He completely digs down the abnormals. Then this ugly-ass Titan Zeke squeezed out of his dick hole explodes out of nowhere. It dies a horrible, painful death. So he gets a little shocked, so he calls his horse, gets on it, and rides back to regroup with the other scouts, safe and sound. So after hearing this, the scouts move out to Ermich and they split up. Erwin and a bunch of scouts head over to Tross to meet up with Pixis, while Hanji's squad goes over to save Historia at Utgard Castle. Nanaba, Gelgar, Henning, and Line, who's kind of a banger, are
By the way, every single person dies in this show.
there. Then Zeke once again started shitting out boulders. This piece of filth was going around terrorizing people in Season 2. This man deserves to catch a bullet to the head. So the boulder flies directly on Henning and Line's heads, but luckily Gojo teleports in and with his infinity stops the boulder from killing them. Then Nanaba runs out of gas in front of a bunch of Titans, but Yumiya realizes she's kinda hot, so she transforms, comes in to save her. Same with Gelgar, she saves him and he gets to have a nice drink. Everyone survives long enough for backup to arrive. And this sat on top of Walrose for a bit. Then the craziest reveal in all of anime happened.
By the way, I did not see it. The only time I learned that these two guys are titans is when they actually transformed into a titan. That's when I realized that these two guys are titan. Until then, I could not understand a single shit.
Crazy scene, and the OST is so fucking unbelievable. Listening to this shit makes me wanna fucking put my full dick in my pussy.
He's trying, but yeah, he is telling the truth. The OSTs in this show are one of the best OSTs of all time, man.
Anytime life feels like shit, just recall the first time you witnessed this greatness. It's an instant distraction from your misery. Oh no, my pet goldfish just jumped in the toilet bowl and accidentally flushed it down.
Oof. Oof. You want to, like, you are feeling bad. You are hitting the gym, but still you are feeling bad. Just listen to this music and punch some bags. Brother, 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 it works like a charm. It works like a charm.
So Reiner and Bernard start fighting the scouts. Reiner's beating Aaron's ass. He's walking up to the guy like he's the GOAT, and then he gets his ass beat. But then Blue Balls fucking slam dunks to both of them with his fat forehead, knocking everyone out, and Aaron gets kidnapped. Now, after the people in Tross get the news that Aaron's gone, Erwin, the scouts, and even the military police officers ride their horses on the wall to get to them, and he immediately orders them to
Brother, this is like one of the best scenes of all time.
lower the horses down the other side of the wall, and
No, this is not one of the best. This is the second best scenes of all
they
time.
chase after Reiner. Now, at a quick glance, this operation may seem like it's Aaron focused. They have to rescue Aaron. But no, it's really for Erwin to farm some edits and solidify himself as one of the most goated, irreplaceable commanders ever. So because Erwin immediately went after them, Reiner had to change his plan. They couldn't wait until sunset to start moving. So the scouts are in formation, avoiding tie-ins. However, this time they're surrounded, so they have to wrap around. But Erwin says no, we're brute forcing our way through. Get ready.
Yeah, fuck it, we ball. These are titans and we are humans. We are gonna die, but we are gonna live. Because you know why? I'm Erwin and I'm commanding you guys. That's it. I'm all in. I'm fighting all these
These
titans.
soldiers, we're spreading ass cheeks and we're going right into this shit. They can't waste any time. And Reiner immediately knew Erwin's the one who made the call, as there's only one man who's psychotic enough to charge into a horde of Titans.
Yeah. He can probably convince you to put all black and still go all red, and you will be like told you so to put all black, and you can't get mad at him.
And this little line right here just makes him so much cooler, although it's just Reiner yapping, but it
I don't know what I said, and I don't know what it means, but that's what Erwin speaks like.
really goes to show how much of an impact he has. If their commander were anyone else, Aaron's a goner, and so is humanity. Then they make it to the forest, Titans are everywhere, everyone spreads out to find Aaron, Hannes is locked the fuck in. Then Ymir puts Historia in her, Reiner transforms, putting everyone on his back, and he begins running. Everyone's panicking. The situation
Yeah, everyone is panicking. Erwin, we move
is
forward.
straight ass. But fucking Hannes comes in with the hard ass OST and he tells them to wake up and get on your horse. Hills, can't believe this is the same dude who is drunk 24/7 and pisses pants without hesitation. Now
Yeah.
Erwin sees Reiner exiting the forest, so he tells everyone to let the Titans chase them and lure them to Reiner. This man is a fucking demon. Then everyone in the main group has an emotional scene with Barney, and on the opposite side, a complete shit show is brewing. Erwin is charging at them with a horde of Titans behind him. One of the most badass scenes in the series, and this man is locked in, unwavering determination.
Bruh, he does not give a fuck. You can be God and he can be human. I mean, he is human. You can be a literal God and this man does not give a fuck. You can say, I'm gonna erase the world if you don't, move. And he'll be like, try it, bitch. He can literally say that to a God.
To get Aaron back. That's the face of a man who'll push a
And the God doesn't do shit because.
pool door until it opens. Now, I would be lying if I said I'm not a little confused on how Erwin managed to pull this off, because earlier they were at the same place, so I'm assuming he just went
He put his horse on his back and ran along with the horse, and then he put his horse down and started to ride on his back. That's how he did it. He did not ride on his back. The horse ride on his back. Fuck it. AOT is so good. Erwin has like around 20 horsepower, and one horse is like 1 horsepower.
Went around the side with the Titans behind him, ran past Reiner and charged into him.
Yeah, because the horse was not riding him, he was riding the horse. Wait, he was not riding the horse was riding him. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Wait, you guys get the point at this time. I guess my English doesn't make sense to you, me. So I hope this conveys to you guys properly.
I guess since Reiner's not exactly the fastest, or it's probably just because it's Erwin Smith. But yeah, this scene is cool as fuck. This is a crazy shot. So then the Titans swarm Reiner, holding him down, giving him the hug his parents never gave him. Now everyone's too stunned to make a move seeing this abomination, and John asks if this is hell. Now open your ears and listen to what this man has to say. And he advances, foot on the
I didn't hear a shit.
gas. He does not stop. Erwin has removed the brakes. They have to retrieve Eren.
Yeah, his horse does. I am convinced as his horse is blind. This man is literally riding a blind horse just because the horse doesn't get scary. No way this man like the horse is, going towards that shit, man. I am convinced that he made his horse blind just because he can do stuff like this. His horse does not stop, like, and it has infinite stamina. Like, what the fuck? Is that even a horse? It has infinite stamina. How does horses in animes have infinite stamina?
Even Mikasa hasn't moved. Somehow Erwin is going in to rescue Eren before Mikasa. Mankind did not believe such a feat could even be achieved. He
Yeah. How does one man have this much energy?
tells them that
Aura.
there's no future where humanity can inhabit these lands without Eren. And we get the most memorable line in the entire series. The amount of energy this man brought was unmatched. His presence can make the scouts hear the OST. Now, after
Yeah.
hearing all that, the soldiers have no choice but to follow along. Their bodies just started moving on their own. Then, as they're charging in and Erwin's hyping up the soldiers, a Titan pops out of nowhere and kidnaps the man.
Yeah. You know why kidnaps him? He couldn't consume him because it was too much energy, too much aura. It couldn't consume him. It just kidnaps him.
Everyone's freaking out.
Guess what? Everybody is like, oh my god, stuff happened. Brother, you guys have balls. Go
But their
forward.
commander just
And he's talking about like eyeballs, not the other thing. You guys keep your eyes forward and just charge.
got taken away. This guy's freaking out harder than others. However, this man
Erwin.
just tells them
Yeah, so, like his hand is in the like Erwin's hand is in a Titan's mouth. Somehow everybody except Erwin is freaking out. Erwin is like, chill, my brother. I'm fine.
to advance while he's getting eaten.
Yeah. Advance, god damn it. Such a great line.
It's actually unreal. No amount of words can glaze how cool this scene is. The feeling you get while watching this can't be put into words. I have never seen someone look so cool while getting eaten alive. Does Erwin
Yeah. He has aura while
even
dying,
know the
man.
Titan's got his arm? And the coolest part about all this is he's just a human. No special powers, no
Exactly. I said it in like 2 minutes. There are people with like Rockley has powers. Rockley is moving at lightning speed. Toji Fushiguro has powers. Yes, he is also moving at lightning speed. Asta has powers. He is anti magic. And then you have Erwin. Like, fucking win. He's gonna win, bruh.
command blood or anything, just a guy with a dream. Also, shout out to these two soldiers, by the way. Without them, we wouldn't have gotten the most iconic speech of all time. Then Armin gets on Reiner and
Wow. Shout out to them, actually. Thanks for saving Erwin.
begins
Man.
making shit up. He just starts lying. He just starts talking out of his asshole, telling Bertolt that they're doing heinous shit to Annie. Trust me, if I were you, I wouldn't want to run away right now. She's getting tortured in ways we didn't even know were possible. But obviously, we all know she's fine. The only real torture she's gonna have to deal with is the sound of Armin choking a snake during the season 3 to 4 time skip. Now this made Bertolt lose his cool, creating an opening for none other than Erwin fucking Smith. Man comes in with one arm,
He's still bleeding, by the way. He hasn't gone to the ambulance or like hospital. He's still bleeding and still comes back in the middle of like 20 fucking Titans. Bruh.
slashes him, freeing Eren. Now this scene, Butthole had to be clenching his asshole, because usually we only see default Erwin and Commander Erwin. This, he was thinking about pulverizing the man. He was going to reduce him to atoms with his bare
Yeah, yeah. Erwin has more aura than Sukuna, man. I'm just gonna say it. Sukuna has power, aura, yes, but Erwin is a different man because you guys have to remember that he's just a human. He is just a human. Just, yes, just a human. No humans have that much aura against like being like titans.
Bare fucking hands. Also, as I was rewatching the scene, this man Erwin Smith fucking sliced off Reiner's armored finger. How the fuck? What is going on? He just sliced his thumb off clean. This is getting out of hand. Maybe the Smith bloodline also has superpowers. Some people say that he went for the tiny gap in the armor at the joints, but there is still armor there. He just said fuck your armor and he did all this with his left arm.
His aura is more powerful than the armor titan, man.
Sliced the armor, the target, and saved Eren. And to top it all off, as he falls, his horse comes in at the perfect time and catches him.
You know how his balls are not damaged because his balls are made out of some indestructible object in the universe, not in Earth, in the universe, in observable universe.
Insane. Then they all start retreating, but Reiner begins throwing titans at them. He's just hurling them across the place, and one falls near Erwin and it starts running at him. Luckily, Ymir comes in to save him. Ymir was such an awesome character, by the way. Loved her character was great, and her OST is just beautiful.
You will know your real
Actually, good character. I didn't get to.
So Erwin falls from his horse, and a scout comes in to check on him, and this is where Erwin starts farting out of his mouth.
私の代わりはいる
Top 3 biggest lies in Attack on Titan. No one can
Yeah.
replace this man.
No no creature being can replace that man. No anime character can replace Erwin. I mean, I haven't read any other anime characters. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glazing Erwin so much, man. It's bad. I'm glazing Erwin so much that it is too bad.
In terms of intelligence, I'd say Armin's up there with him, but leadership-wise, no one even comes close. Then how
And the fact that he is not the smartest character in the series, nor the strongest character in the series. He's just a human who is like, fuck it, we bought. If he dies, and he doesn't give a shit about he dies.
honest
That's
and
it. He's not smart. He's not stupid. He's not like strong. He's just a human, man.
engages the Smiling Titan, a generational rematch, Messi versus Ronaldo. Also, this historian Ymir scene went fucking hard. They did not have to go this hard on the scene, and Barricades is playing top 3 OST in the entire series. It just adds that final touch of hardness.
怖くないや
So then Eren makes physical contact with the Titan with royal blood, so for a bit he's able to control the Titans and save everyone, and they all retreat. RIP Ymir, the kindest soul in the world, she deserved better. Then they find out that the Titans came from Rakiko village, and that Titans are actually humans. And now we unlock a new Erwin expression. Happy Erwin. First,
Yeah. The actual first frame, he is like, thank God I have an answer to what is happening in this world. He's actually so glad. Oh my God.
this time we see him genuinely smile. Levi's shitting his pants is fearing for his life.
Yeah, because when he's happy, it's like when you smell your mom has cooked biryani, bruh, you will do anything for that one plate of biryani, man. It's GG's. Levi knows what extent Erwin is gonna go just because he needs more answer. Levi is gonna kill even humans, even his own cadets, like even his own colleagues, right? That's how you say it, right? Yeah. Levi is gonna do some brutal shit because Erwin is gonna make him do some brutal shit. Erwin says he is fighting for humanity, but Erwin is the most dangerous human for humanity. You guys don't understand it. Just because he needs some answer, he will kill every single one of human in order to get that answer. Just because he says he is fighting for humanity, bruh. Erwin is a different breed, man.
Now in Season 3, Erwin goes even crazier. So the government freezes all the Survey Corps activities because Rod Race wants him to hand Eren and Historia over after finding out he has the Founding Titan, and Rod's spine slipped out of his anus at some point in his life, so he needs Historia to be the one to inherit the Founding Titan. And they also killed Pastor Nick for working with the Scouts. So Eren and Historia get captured, Levi shakes hands with Demo
Bro, that scene, oh my god, that scene is brutal, man. That scene is great.
Reeves, they grab
One of the best scenes animated. Yeah, one of the best scenes animated, man.
two members from the
One of the best animated scenes of all time, man. Oof.
First Interior Squad, torture them, find out Rod Race is a real royal family and the king right now is a fraud. Then Demo gets assassinated by Kenny. Now Erwin learns about all this and he tells Pixis, we're overthrowing the government. These guys can eat my asshole. They are extremely corrupt. But then the Interior Military Police frame him for the murder of Demo Reeves, saying he's the mastermind behind this whole scheme. He used Demo Reeves to stage a kidnapping
And guess what? Erwin does not even like says, nah, I didn't do it. He says, yes, I did
to
it.
keep Eren to himself. And once he used the poor man, they slit his throat to silence him. He used Demo Reeves like a puppet. He had all his greasy little fingers up inside of him. Ah yes, Erwin, the smart, cold, calculating commander, decided to murder him and just leave his body out there for everyone to find. Now that is unmatched intelligence. So he's
Yeah.
punished for prioritizing one's own gain over the safety of humanity. But before he gets taken away, he made sure to tell the family that he'll find whoever did this and he'll avenge him.
Yeah. Yeah. He is. Oof. He says like does not even tries that I didn't do it. He's like, fine, I will get in the car. Just take me there. He knows he doesn't give a shit.
思いはついえた。この無念、私が必ず。
And he said it with such conviction that they probably believe he isn't the actual killer. Or maybe they just think he's schizophrenic. And then he gets locked up. They brought him to the capital, and they tied this man up like he's a super soldier, like he's gonna regrow his arms, snap the ropes, and just go full Doom Slayer on their asses.
I mean, Erwin can do it, man. Like at this point, I'm convinced.
So he tells the nobles they need to retake Wall Maria, otherwise everyone's fucked. They'll all suffer from food shortages, sparking a civil war. So they need the scouts. But they say, nope, we're not here to talk about that. You violated Clause 6 of the Charter of Humanity. So they pretend to discuss with the king, who's not all there. The guy hasn't moved for the past 3 episodes. He's just been talking to unicorns and having tea parties. And so they came to the conclusion that they'll hang him. And Erwin smiles as he gets up. He knows these guys definitely don't give a shit about the people and only care about themselves. And then
Doesn't even give a fuck that he is gonna die.
Anka burst through the door reporting that Walrose has been breached. They came through both gates of Karanes district. Pixis immediately puts on his Oscar-winning performance, telling everyone to focus on evacuating the people safely to Walshina. Now the nobles immediately filled their diapers with shit. They instantly shut that order down. So now it's freaking out because Erwin talked to him earlier and he revealed that his family lives around the eastern part of Walrose. But the nobles say, fuck him, the government can't lose control. So now puts on his big boy pants and he says, no, the gates will remain open. Then Zachary teleports in with his soldiers and reveals that the whole thing was a setup. You got caught, you guys are a bunch of fucking filthy frauds, you don't care about the people. And Erwin pulls a reverse card on them saying that the
Yeah. Oh my god. Erwin can convince so many people even without lifting a finger or speaking anything, or like, oh my god, so many problems can be solved just because Erwin is there, man. It's such a great character. I'm not speaking because I don't want to glaze this man so much. I don't not want to glaze any man this much.
decision they just made violates Clause 6 of the Charter of Humanity. They just
Bruh.
prioritized their own gain over the safety of humanity. And they also installed some random dude's grandpa as king. That's pretty fucking illegal. Checkmate. Fuck them right in the ass. But yeah, so just like that, they successfully overthrow the government. Meanwhile,
They only overthrew government because Erwin allowed them to do it, you know. That's weird. That's weird to think about it.
Levi and friends are fighting off Kenny and friends. This girl is crazy hard, by the way. Too bad she kind of just breeds. And the only time we ever really find out what her name is when the cave's collapsing on her. Rod gets flipped over by
Yeah, everybody dies in this universe.
Historia, his spine snapped in half, he transforms into a giant titan, and he approaches Orvut.
There's no explanation why he transformed into this huge 50 feet titan. Like every other titans are like 5 feet or like 3 feet or like, you know, 3 feet is normal. Like 10 feet or shit. But this guy for some reason gets into like 75 feet for no reason.
So they ask, Commander Erwin, what do we do? How do we evacuate all the citizens in such a short time? Stone Cold Face, he
He doesn't give a shit. We are not evacuating anybody. We are like, we humans are the trap because we need to kill this titan. No, we all know titan is coming to eat the humans, but that's what we want the titan to do, because only then we can kill the titan. Erwin doesn't care.
looks at him and he goes, we won't evacuate.
Yeah, if we evacuate, then the titan is just gonna move to a different place. So how are we gonna kill the titan? We put the people in a bait where they are, in their own home, let them feel comfortable, and then we'll just kill the titan. If we couldn't kill the titan, sucks, my bad, we couldn't kill the titan, humans die. But guess what, we have Levi, we have Mikasa, we have Eren, so we will kill the titans. If the plan goes south, it doesn't go south, according to man. Fuck it, we balled energy.
何
I have never heard a
Like, I understand you guys are saying, what if it goes out, what if it doesn't works? According to Erwin, it works, it makes sense, it is. If he said it, he is the prophecy, he is the fate. Once he said it, it will work because it's Erwin.
man sound more confused in my entire life. Erwin has evolved. He's no longer just risking the lives of soldiers, he's also now risking the lives of the civilians.
Yeah, because like I said, he wants to protect humanity by killing humanity, because he wants to protect humanity.
He's using the people in the district as bait, and once Rod's Titan arrives, they'll fucking annihilate it. Hopefully. They set up the cannon.
Hopefully, obviously, hopefully, if they couldn't, GG's, man.
And it does fuck all. It's impossible to take it out. It's more possible to knock down a building by blowing on it. But Erwin came prepared with a bunch of gunpowder, and he'll have Eren shove it in its mouth. And this time, he's gambling on the fact that it doesn't have a mouth. And he's right. Erwin just keeps getting away with it. He keeps pulling the lever, and every single
He was sitting along with the writer of JJK. I'm so sorry, I for Hajime Isayama, right? I know it's Isayama. He was sitting along with Hajime Isayama. I was right. I was right. I was so right. He was sitting along with Hajime Isayama while Hajime Isayama was writing Attack on Titan. That's how it works. He was in the writer's room while Hajime was writing Attack on Titan. Other than that, there is no explanation for this shit, man. Like, bruh. Like, how do you convince me that he knows what is gonna happen and he does what is gonna happen?
time is met with nothing but jackpots. So then multiple chunks of its flesh scatter all over the place, and once again, Barricades is playing goated OST.
これほどの巨体でも本体は縦1メートル
Erwin Smith coming in with the great voiceover. Everyone's flying around, grappling onto the pieces of flesh, the Ackermans are going crazy, and Historia having another sexy, elegant ODM gear scene. We may not see many from her, but when we do, it's a line of cocaine straight to the brain. Just kidding, I wouldn't know what that feels like, I don't do drugs. So Historia kills her father and lands directly in front of a crowd, so they all accept her as queen, she's from the true royal family and just saved the district. And now it's time to retake Wall Maria. Things are looking real hopeful, everyone's smiling, the scouts have done big things, people are starting to love them, and they're about to learn the truth of the world. Things couldn't get any better.
Guess what? They don't.
Now Levi tries to stop Erwin from going, as he can't do much in combat with one arm, but he says no. Gamble. I gotta gamble it all, I gotta get to that basement. And as
Yeah, gambling is the huge power. Oof. No actual main characters are of gambling, man, because gamblings are just plot armors. Gamblings are plot armors in disguise. That's why no characters have the special power of gambling.
they're getting ready, lowering the horses to the other side of the wall. For the first time ever, the people are
I don't know why. I don't know if it's my like headphones or it's actually.
ready, lowering the horses to the other side of the wall. For the first time ever, the people are
Okay, it is actually his shit, right? His video, right?
excited. Tears in my eyeballs. Even Erwin's excited about the send-off. The scouts are finally getting the respect they deserve.
Okay, he it's muted because okay, he has actually okay, he did this shit for copyright. I understand it.
Chills every time. Erwin giving the command to commence the operation to retake Wall Maria. Everyone got on their horses, and we get another boner inducing scene of the scouts heading out on their operation for one last time.
Bruh, chills. He could convince a dog to fight a titan, man.
And so they all make it to Shiganshina, and the entrance scene is also insane. The scouts switching to their ODM gear, flying over the wall, and it transitions to Erwin explaining how they'll execute this operation. This scene is too clean. It's fucking nice. The scouts are the coolest people in the entire series, because what do you mean? Your plan to fight Titans is to swing around with the world's most difficult gear to operate and
We are fighting like 10-foot titan with like one half a meter blade. GG's. You are fighting 15 feet titan with like blade that this big. Blade that which is like just this big. You couldn't convince me to do that shit, but you have to do it. You know? That's so weird. Like imagine a blade is just this strong. I mean just tall. Like just like that's so weird, man.
carry blades. Then Erwin, with one arm, gets on top of the wall through sheer willpower, and he has everyone cover their faces so the enemy can't identify Eren. And so he plugged the wall and is heading for the inner gate. However, Armin found a pot, so he reports it to Erwin that it's completely cool, and just with this tiny information, he says we gotta be on our toes. The enemy had plenty of time to set up an ambush, because if they had noticed their approach by sound or sight, they'd have 2 minutes to react, and a pot wouldn't
Yeah. He calculated everything. He was in the writer's room.
cool in 2 minutes. So they immediately prioritized low
People think Aaron was in the writer's room. Nah, it is Erwin, man. People think Aaron Yeager was in the writer's room. Nah, it's this guy who actually wrote Attack on Titan.
locating the enemy. He orders the scouts to follow Armin's commands, and after not finding them, Armin tells them to search the wall, inside the wall. Everyone's a little confused, and when asked how he came to this conclusion, he said, "It's just a hunch." Everyone's freaking out. What do you mean it's just a hunch? We got a wall to see, we got times to kill, we can't just be going off hunches. But Erwin hears hunches and he got off. He says, "Gambling? Did I hear that right?" I'm in.
Yeah. I am also all in. Gambling, I'm all in.
The kid's onto something. And so, they find Reiner and bolts of lightning strike behind them, and Zeke shows up with a bunch of friends who were hiding underground earlier. Absolute cinema of a scene. Zeke blocks the gate, and Erwin immediately knows what their plan is. They're after the horses. They're trying to cut off their only means of escape. And at one glance at
Peak scene of all time. Oh my god, peak scene of all
the
time.
card titan, he also knows instantly that that's a shifter and it's their scout. And he goes AFK for a bit. The cogs in his head start spinning. He's evaluating the situation, multiple scenarios, playing in his head, Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and he has it all figured out. He tells most of them to protect the horses while Levi and Hanji squads deal with the armored titan. Then Reiner reaches the top of the wall, and we see Erwin just standing there straight up
Bruh, he can't swing his blade. He can't like run ODM giver. Nothing. He's literally like rage baiting a literal titan. He is rage baiting a literal titan.
showing off his massive erect whale cock, just staring at him. It is unreal. Erwin has balls
Yeah.
in his balls. There is no reason for him to stand there and just stare at him, other
Why?
than to show Reiner that you're not the titan here, you're just a boy, and this is my
Yeah, true.
island. Or my home, I should say. He even took off his hood and continued to stand
He wants to like see. He's like, this is my side. He was like, this is my side profile. This is my friend profile. This is my this side profile. This is my. You see this? You see that? That's my head. You see this jawline? He was like, yeah. You see that jawline? That's my jawline. You see this? I have earring. You see this? I have another earring. He wants. He's like, I have a scar here. I have this. I have that. You see, my name is Erwin. Go and tell that to your boss. He literally said that shit. He was like, That's me. If you want my ID, my passport, my whatever shit you want, you can have it. I don't need it because my own country knows who I am, because I am Erwin and nobody gives a fuck. He was looking at this Titan as if, bruh, I'm gonna stop. I have to stop. I have to stop. I can't talk. I have to stop.
And there menacingly, showing him that the real armored titan is his nutsack. He didn't move a single muscle.
Yeah. This coating is like fake. This is like Timu coating, or like, like the plastic shit that you made on your home. I don't know if you can even make plastics on your home. But like, you get the point, right? This is like some homemade shit, and Erwin has the most authentic God given gift of all time.
And so then Eren transforms behind him, and Reiner took the bait. The gambling paid off. Thankfully, Reiner didn't just fucking body slam the horses, and he was able to realize that Eren could just run away. And then, Bertotohuva nukes the place, and after assessing the situation, seeing rocks crushing their hopes and dreams, all the scouts are dying, Erwin comes down and he talks to Levi. He asks Levi what he would do in this situation. So he tries to come up with something, saying to wake Eren up, have the important people get on him, and run while he goes on the Beast Titan and draws him away. No, that won't work.
No, that would save people. People live if we commit to that shit. You know what we should do? We should kill more humans because we need to save humanity. You hear that right? If we should not save humans. Nah, saving humans is for pussies. We need to kill humans so that we can save humanity.
You'll be dead before you can even get close to him. It's impossible. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. To be honest, we might as well just bury ourselves right now. But this is Erwin Smith we're talking
Look at his face. His face is made out of chisel. He's not a human. He is a statue. He is a walking statue.
about. This is the man born with testicles so massive the doctor thought he was delivering triplets. He always has a card to play. And the way he tells Levi that he has a plan is so unnecessarily cool.
帰れないとすら思っている。ああ、反撃の手立てが何もなければな。
And the music cuts. Absolute cinema.
Cinema, man. The music. Erwin actually told the editor to stop the music. You guys don't know this shit. But he was actually in the editor's room telling to cut the stop the music because shit is about to get real. The editors actually wanted to, let the music play. But nah, Erwin actually went there, told them to stop the music because he needs to say something. And when he is speaking, nobody else speaks.
Everyone's gonna die. It's completely over. We have zero chance. We're all dead. Except we do have a chance because I am here.
なぜクソみ
He actually says that. He actually says that shit.
たいな面して黙ってる。
However, this will result in him and the new recruits giving up their lives. Now this is where the situation gets rough for Erwin, because up until now, his dream aligned with the future of humanity, proving his father's theory getting to the basement. That dream, even though it's a selfish desire, will still help humanity. They're both on the same path. However, that path has split. Now he has to make a decision, the basement or humanity. And that's when he opens up to Levi, explaining that he only really cares about the basement. Levi's completely caught with his pants down. What do you mean you care about the basement? Rocks are turning people to ashes. Fuck the basement. So he explains the whole thing about
Such a great scene, man. Such an emotional scene as well. Not a lot of guys can understand it. It's an actual emotional scene where he actually breaks down because he actually knows he actually is gonna die. Actually.
his dream and how it's so close, it's just right at his tip.
Yeah, he can literally go and open the door, basement door, but he is gonna die. You know how hard it is? Like, you can actually see the doorway to the basement, but he has to die in order to move forward.
But he can't just abandon all the comrades he sacrificed. He feels tremendous guilt for leading them to their deaths. He was throwing out
Such a great character, man.
these empty words,
Look at his jawline. Nobody has that big of a chin. His chin is bigger than his.
telling them to give
I have to stop.
their hearts to humanity. He fooled all of them, and even himself, saying it's all for humanity. And so he became paralyzed in the face of the two decisions. In the end, he's also human. He's not some emotionless maniac. There's only so much blood one man can have on his hands before he breaks.
He has more body than Thorfinn. Yes, he has more bodies than Thorfinn. And he didn't even kill himself. Like, he didn't murder any humans. But somehow he has so many bodies. I don't know how he did it. He literally no, he does not even fight. He does not kill Titan. He does not fight human. He has nothing to do with anything. But he has the most body count in anime history. Like when it comes to murder and killing shit.
So that's when Levi makes the decision for him.
俺は選ぶぞ。夢を諦めて死んでくれ。
Erwin doesn't have to make decisions anymore, finally lifting the burden he was carrying all this time, freeing him from his obsession with his dream and his selfish desire.
Such a beautiful character, man.
Which is why we see him smile. He's been given a shot at redemption to fight for humanity and become the commander of the Survey Corps. Then he drops the hard-ass speech. You can watch it in sub, dub, it doesn't fucking matter. At the end,
Yeah, it actually doesn't matter, man. You guys need to watch it, man. You guys need to watch it.
we're all filled with the urge to get on a horse and ride towards that piece of shit. They all go crazy. Sounds extremely powerful every time I listen to it. Goosebumps.
No, no lie, no glaze. I actually listen to it whenever I'm feeling down. Like literally, I actually listen to those words and I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna edit a video. Literally, I listen to that speech and I'll be like, okay, I need to go live. I need to go live now.
And this insanely beautiful Levi shot as well. That's fucking awesome.
So sad that people had to mute this, man.
It was perfect.
And can I just say, among all the shifters from Marley that came to Parody, Zeke has to be the biggest fucking criminal of all time. Reiner and
True.
Berto, those two are probably the most forgivable. They've done some bad stuff, yeah,
Yeah, with the context, they are brainwashed soldiers that just fell into this racist trap, man. This show is all about racism, right? So it's just they were brainwashed soldiers, man. So context given, it's so deep. But Zeke is like really bad. Zeke is intolerable. Zeke is an actual racist.
yes, but they're not entirely evil people. And following them is Annie. She's kind of hard to forgive. The way she spun that scout around is quite diabolical. She killed a bunch of people, seemed like she was enjoying herself a little bit in some of those kills. Overall, she is pretty bad, can't deny that, but not the absolute worst. She did feel real
Yes, yes, yes.
horrible for killing Marco. But this Zeke giant monkey man is unacceptable. This guy has to be put on Zachary's chair. The way he was throwing those rocks, he was having way too much fun. Oh, but his parents treated him badly. He was psychologically abused. He just wanted to play catch. Well, fuck it.
Nah. This guy is actually. I mean, the whole universe is fucked up. Not gonna lie. This whole universe is actually fucked up. Hey, but it is one of the best universes, man.
His catch. He's seeing points pop up as he kills those scouts, scores, his farming stats. Perfect gamer. He glances to the bottom right corner and he's seeing achievement unlocked. This guy deserves all the torturing, and multiply that by 100, and we send him to hell and have him rot there for eternity. Anyway, so in his final moments,
Deserved.
Erwin became the selfless leader who fought and died for humanity just like his comrades. After sacrificing many lives for his dream, he's able to sacrifice his dream for humanity. I read that from somewhere and that sounded pretty hard. But yeah, he died as a selfless commander, a hero everyone sees him as, not the selfish commander he calls himself. Which I don't even think is that selfish. He did go in and lose an arm. Yes, he was fighting for his dream and not really for humanity, but it's benefiting both. So yeah,
Yeah, he actually was the most selfish character in every anime, but somehow he was the most selfless character in every anime. He said that he is fighting for humanity, but the whole time he was actually fighting for his own selfish goals. Somehow he convinced every single, even audience, that he was fighting for humanity. No, he was literally leading every single humanity to die just because he wants to see his dreams come true.
is finally free, and then Flock carries Erwin's body over and Levi chooses to revive Erwin. But as Levi is about to inject him with the serum, Erwin raises his hand and he dreams of his younger self back when he was still a kid in class, and he mumbles the same question he asked his father.
人類がいないとどうやって調べたんですか
In this moment, Erwin recalls the moment with his father when he was happiest. The true Erwin is a curious child with a desire to learn.
Erwin is not a soldier, man. He's just curious, stupid human. And that's the most beautiful thing. Even I myself have said a couple of times curiosity is the best gift that humanity has. We need to be curious, we need to wonder. It's the one of the best things that humanity can have, or any living creature can have.
Learn the truth about the world, but he was enslaved
Not gonna lie, even till this day, I want Erwin to live. I didn't give a fuck about Armin. Not gonna lie. I don't give a even till this day, I don't give a fuck about Armin. I wanted Erwin to take the injection. I don't know why it went like that. Oh my god, I don't care if Armin is still alive. I wanted Erwin to live. Still this day, man. Till this day, I don't care if Armin dies or not. I literally wanted Armin to die because I wanted Erwin to live.
to this curiosity, and it forced him to become this devil, carrying all the burden himself. So seeing this, Levi realizes that Erwin, even until now, is still chained to his dream, and he recalls Erwin thanking him when he was told to give up on his dream and die.
リヴァイありがとう
Almost like he's been waiting for someone to tell him that. So as long as he
So sad, right? When someone actually comes to you and say you should die and you are happy about it, that's some fucked up. Normally people get mad at it, right? They deal with it. But when someone comes to you and they be like you should die tomorrow and you are actually happy because someone actually said it to you and now you can just die and put the blame on the other person. Oof, that's some dark shit, man. That's some dark shit.
live, he won't be free. Only in death can he find liberation. And he
Yeah.
gave the injection to Armin. In the end, Levi chose to save Erwin. His emotions got the better of him, just as Flock said. He picked Erwin over what's best for humanity. Yes, Armin's pretty good, he clutched up multiple times, but if we're being honest, Erwin's the better choice. And I saw some people say that Levi chose to save Armin because his dream went beyond the basement, beyond the walls, unlike Erwin who only cared about the basement, and after learning the truth, he would have lost all motivation and just stopped caring. Which I think is absurd if he goes, yeah, I think it's over, yeah, I mean, we can attack Marley, we don't attack, I don't really care, like, that's not gonna happen. However, the guilt of all the dead comrades will crush him.
That was one of the best way to send off a character, unless, I mean, obviously there is a universe where he lives, but if you want to kill a character, that is one of the best way to kill a character, man, where his dream is actually fulfilled and he dies happily. For us, it is sad, but for him, he is happy to die knowing the truth of the world.
But he'll keep moving forward, continuing to suffer. Now, maybe the dream thing played a little part, but even Levi said it himself, he didn't choose to save Armin. He chose this to be the place Erwin dies. That's how I think, but I read somewhere that in the guidebooks, Isayama explained this whole situation multiple times, so if anyone has any information on that, let me know in the comments. Cause I don't think it's as simple as Armin's dream is better, Erwin doesn't know what he's going to do after, he's going to become a bum. Armin also never explained what he's going to
When a writer needs like a guidebook to explain what has happened in the story, it's like that's when the fans pissed off the writer, man. It's like the fans kept constantly, they couldn't comprehend what was written, and they were like, which is fine, which is good because the fans care about the story, the fans actually give a shit about the story, the fans need to learn more about the story. That is sometimes that is actually beautiful. I'm not talking my tone might be like the sentences I have said might have started in the wrong meaning, but I am actually like when a fan actually cares about the story or when someone actually cares about the story and asking some useful knowledgeful actual questions, that's when you reach the point where that's peak. So when people actually care for your work, that's the best feeling of all time, man.
do after he sees the sea. You know, what if he just starts swimming around and does fuck all? They're all the same, it's the same shit. But yeah, that is the end of a crazy good character. I could shed a tear. Personally, I would have loved to see more Erwin. I mean, Erwin compared to Armin, minimal value. I mean, look at him in his official post compared to the Chad Erwin. He just fucking shits all over him, it's not even close, and that post is not doing him any favors, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
But no, Armin did have some really good moments. This footage may seem like a troll because he's getting burnt alive, but it takes some massive real balls to hold on to that. Gotta respect him for it. But yeah, right, that's it.
This guy actually feels like his voice critical, not gonna lie. I actually like this video, balls in a can. Check out you guys. I mean, obviously he has more subscribers than me, but if you guys found my video, please check him out. That's an actual great video, and that's an actual great character. I am glad that I watched that shit, and I am glad how we said it, how we talked, and how it actually went. That was one of the best videos, man. That was one of the one of good videos.